Back to the shed after a 5-track EP recording session. We have Where's the Lighter? And on my left we have
Gage Ardar, the bassist and singer.
Yeah, I'm John Dwyer. I play drums.
I'm Jin Shanjiang. I play the guitar.
one of the big songs that seems to be a standout in your live set is Toadstool. What's the story behind that one?
I wrote the intro, the bass riff, and then John sort of just took that and conceptualized.
I just had an idea off it.
Yeah.
I just wrote something on guitar, and I just came up with like a drum part in my head. With Jin, just when we went to do new stuff, I showed him how to play it, and it ended up sounding pretty good when we did it, and then we just kept working on it. The few shows we've done, people seem to like that one.
I think it's mainly just 'cause it's quite bouncy, quite upbeat, quite up tempo, and it just sort of it jumps around quite a lot. So there's a lot of stuff happening. It keeps you on your toes, you know.
And Gage, your first choice was vocals as opposed to bass, but of course you're smashing the bass as well now.
It was just forming a band with some friends. We didn't know anybody played bass. We knew a couple of people did drums, and so I was just like, oh yeah, how hard can it be, you know? And apparently a lot harder than I thought, especially to do them at the same time. Turns out that a lot of the sort of singers I like were also bassists, like Paul McCartney and Sting. Yeah.
What scared me when I first spoke to Jin was his musical tastes had sort of gravitated towards Japan.
So most of my interest in music from when I started playing guitar mostly came from like video games, anime to some degree. My musical influences kind of come from Japanese bands, so I'm not so familiar with a lot of the classics that people talk about.
I mentioned Rory Gallagher to you and you went...
I was just say, it's surprising how the things he doesn't know.
Interesting thing about John, of course, first instrument was a violin, John?
I was about 4, yeah. I was learning with my dad because he was a classical pianist, so I was doing that for like 10 years or something. And I started learning drums eventually, and then I started learning bass guitar after that. I had to bust the violin out again for the EP, yeah, for one of the songs.
Yeah.
When can fans expect that to be out?
Hopefully January, February time.
Maybe a little bit later, but
Just in the first quarter.
yeah, first. I was about to say first quarter. Yeah.
I have to say it's a fantastic EP.
I would like to say so as well. Yeah.
That's nice of you. So you made it.
Thanks for making a special
Always welcome.
special shed session, and safe journey back to London.
Thank you very much. Going back to your house.
Yes.